Okay, after we finish digestive system, it is, I would say, the most logical to talk about the metabolism and growth. It's like after we eat something, how do we utilize the nutrients for metabolism and growth? So this is the next topic. So like a brief review, metabolism is divided into catabolism and anabolism. So kata is like breaking down, and it's like building up. And what is metabolic rate? We talked a lot about metabolic rate. So here we will try to define metabolic rate. The unit of metabolic rate is calorie. And calorie is the amount of energy required to raise the temperature of 1 milliliter of water by 1 degree Celsius. So this is the definition of calorie, but usually in our everyday life we seldom use calorie because we usually use kilocalorie. Kcal, kilocalorie. Basically it has the same definition, but instead of 1 milliliter, it is 1 liter. 1 liter of water by 1 degree. And 1 liter of oxygen can provide us 4.8 kilocalorie of energy. And there are two types of metabolic rate, basal metabolic rate and current metabolic rate. Basal metabolic rate BMR is the resting or minimum energy consumption. The current metabolic rate CMR is the energy consumption at any given moment. Let me ask you a question, see if you can understand the concept here. For exercise and food intake, these two factors, which metabolic rate it will affect, the BMR or CMR? Think about this. Food intake and exercise, will it affect the current metabolic rate or basal metabolic rate? So the answer is then let me ask you a question. What have you learned so far that will affect the BMR? So if food and exercise affect CMR, then what can affect the BMR? Think about this. Yes, thyroid hormone like T3, T4. They can affect the basal metabolic rate. Right now, I want to give you a little game of deduction, a deduction game. I'll show it to you in the next video. Then you can take a guess and try to figure out the relationship of the two structures. I'll give you several information. Based on the information, I want you to figure out the relationship of the two structures.